Hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? Are you enjoying the conference? Great, great. Well, thank you so much for being here, everyone, especially on such a short, well, relatively short notice. Just for a little bit of context for this conference, we in the Youth LaRouche movement, just about 2.5, maybe 3 months ago, we came together for what we called a cadre school. So we came together and we sat kind of a room like this and we discussed some of the ideas and went through kind of an educational process in what is the necessary solutions. And out of that, we decided that we would want to bring this conference together so that we could actually form the basis for a movement to push for these ideas and these concepts. So I'm so thankful for you guys being here. First, I would like to say a huge thanks, and I want to get a round of applause for our security team that has been here today. Thank you. Thank you. We've got the greatest security, folks, the greatest security. They've been doing real well. They were very thorough. It's been very great. I also want to say thank you to all the youth people in the Youth LaRouche movement. Could they stand up if they're in here? Can they stand up? If they're in the Youth LaRouche movement, can they stand up? Isaiah, there he is too. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. And I also, of course, think we should give a big round of applause for all of the great speakers that we have had today. Both the first panel and the second panel have both been absolutely fantastic. So that's been great. And lastly, I think an applause for all of yourselves is necessary because you came here and this is a little bit of a scary situation to go in. I mean, many of the people on this list, including, here, on a hit list, a Ukrainian Nazi hit list. And there was even threats to this very event. That's why I gave a huge thanks to our security because this is kind of a dangerous situation. We're in a dangerous point in world history. And for you guys to not only have the cojones to come here, but to actually advocate for these policies and to use the dreaded L word, Lyndon LaRouche. It's very brave of you all. So give yourselves a huge round of applause, please. Exonerate LaRouche, yes. So thank you guys for coming. I just recently got involved with the movement. I discovered the movement a little bit less than a year ago, and it was actually thanks to some wonderful folks we have in attendance here who interviewed Daniel Burke. And I was like, wow, I mean, this is awesome. There's communists talking to someone from the LaRouche movement. I haven't even heard of that before. What is going on? But I found the conversation fascinating, and I engaged more and more with Daniel. We became friends on Twitter, and eventually I was invited to help out on Diane Sayre's campaign. And I came out here, I was talking to the LaRouche people. At first I was a little bit nervous because if you just Google on Wikipedia LaRouche, some freaky things pop up, and so I was not so sure, but I loved the idea, so I wanted to give it a try. Then my very second day here, they invited me to go to a chorus and sing, and I was like, this is where I'm gonna get brainwashed. Oh no. But luckily it didn't go like that. It was a fantastic conversation that I had with them. They've shown nothing but agapic type love for me, my wonderful girlfriend in the back, Zaira, who is doing the speaker later. So thank you so much to her as well too. And I'm so thankful to all the love and support that they have shown to me. But with that all said, I wanted to give a little short speech today revolving the weight of the situation that we're in, the weight of the crisis that we're in. But within this crisis, there lies more opportunity than ever before. Now, within this moment, because all of these things are coming to a head, we have the opportunity to really move into a new paradigm. And that's why we named this conference what we did. build the new paradigm, destroy green fascism. Give it a round of applause. Yes, thank you. So here's my speech. The L word is the most suppressed and critiqued name in all of politics. Simply mentioning the name of Lyndon LaRouche sets off alarm drills in the heads of people who have been programming by the line mainstream media and by Wikipedia. By coming here today, you are bravely engaging with what the radical globalist left refers to as a cult. Prior to a little bit more than a year ago, I just covered this bit, but I had not even heard of Lyndon LaRouche. I had no idea about the ideas of this movement and of Lyndon LaRouche and his fantastic achievements, not only in the political sphere, but also in the musical sphere, as well as in the sphere of science and the contributions that he has made to the scientific community. And so I think it is for obvious reasons that Lyndon LaRouche has been suppressed. And throughout his life, he had predicted precisely the situation that we are in today. And not only did he predict it, but before it had even happened, he had laid out the solutions to precisely the moment that we are in now. And believe me, these ideas are, we're not just worshiping the man and worshiping his ideas because, oh, we think this is so great. I mean, listen, 25 members of the Schiller Institute are on a hit list. That's not because they're incapable. Online, people are always saying, oh, the LaRouche movement, oh, they're just a bunch of wackos, they have no impact. Then why are they on a hit list with 25 members of the Schiller Institute are on a hit list? So there is a reason for that. And there is a reason that the elites within the State Department and the ruling class, including Henry Kissinger, shiver when they hear the L word, LaRouche. And it is because his ideas, the policies he developed to face today's crisis, and the movement he began jeopardized the entire existence of their hegemonic control and the entire existence of the globalist banker cabal and their so-called rules-based order. Boo! Oh, sorry. The rules-based order does not have any rules, and it's not based. The rules-based order is anarchy and imperialism. And to the many of you who have been working tirelessly to fight back against the globalists, by being here today, you are solidifying yourselves as enemy to the ruling class. Know that that's what you're doing. And that has become obvious by the actions that they have taken against us. It's become obvious from the fact that this very conference was faced with threats of violence. It's become obvious from the fact that Jackson Hinkle has been banned and demonetized and deplatformed simply for telling the truth about Ukraine. So thank you, Jackson, for what you've been doing. Thank you. It has also become obvious from the fact that Haas has been banned from Twitch simply for expressing even in a kind of joking context, Putin is good. It is absurd. It is absurd, the fact that just simply saying that maybe we should cooperate with someone who has nuclear weapons rather than fight with them is somehow something that is worthy of you being deplatformed. And that's where we are today. And lastly, it is obvious that what we are doing is crucially important when you see the real life recognition of the people today to this crisis and the reality that they are waking up to, both in the streets and online, all over. You're seeing people wake up to what's going on. Today, more than ever before, people are seeing through the lies being told to us by our country's supposedly most respected institutions. People don't want to die in nuclear war. People don't want to live in a world, in a country where they can't afford a home. Me and my generation are looking at a future where we could possibly not ever be able to afford a home. I mean, that's the reality I face every day. It gives real saying to the globalist saying of you will own nothing and be happy, because that's the path that we're going down with this green fascism. We don't want to work in what Fox described, the service economy. We're not here to just be of service. We're not here to just be slaves. We're here to accomplish something. And Putin was so right in his speech. You can't feed the people with paper money. You need food. You can't heat people's homes with numbers on a screen. You need energy. And today, it is becoming more clear than ever before to the masses of people, both in developing countries who have been depleted by green fascism and austerity, as well as in the West, where for the first time, people of all ideologies, and this is very obvious in this room, people from all ideologies, from libertarians to communists, to MAGA Republicans, to today even MAGA communists. As well as the LaRouche movement, we are coming together to demand our country back. In 1776, the United States earned its freedom from the most evil and devious empire of all time. And with the economic policies of Alexander Hamilton, our nation was put to work to build a new Jerusalem, a modern Republican state ran by the people, for the people, in which the goal of government was to procure and guarantee freedom and prosperity for all. Our preamble of the Constitution, which Ashley brought earlier, stole it right from me. I was going to bring it up. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, and this is my favorite part, promote the general welfare and secure the blessings of liberty, not just for ourselves, but for our posterity. And that is why our founding fathers established the Constitution. That is why we destroyed the British in 1776 and we kicked their ass again in the Second American Revolution, the Civil War. We said no to Britain's evil slave colony, the Confederacy. Today, when our sovereignty has been destroyed, when our country is being ruled by the same globalists whose ancestors we fought against in both American revolutions, we must stand up. A third American Revolution is necessary, not only to restore our country, but to save the world from green fascism, to save the world from never-ending war and austerity. Che Guevara once said to an American, "I envy you. North Americans are very lucky. You are fighting the most important fight of all. You live in the belly of the beast." Today, we can't let our country down, but more importantly, we can't let the world down. We can't let humanity down. At this moment in history, we sitting here today, the effort we give, the struggles we make, the sacrifices we make, will decide the fate of humanity. Will humanity's story end in tragedy and nuclear Armageddon? Or for the first time in world history, can we unite as sovereign national citizens and as world citizens and unlock a new paradigm for humanity? And this is why the L word, or LaRouche, is so important. His legacy, his ideas, set the path forward for how humanity can respond to this crisis. His spirit is here with us in this room today. With the World Land Bridge, we justify the struggles and death of all who came before us. We can look in the mirror or look to God and say, all of history was worth it because of what I am doing today. all the struggle, all the pain. And we can know that we leave a legacy behind to the billions and billions of humans, or Megan said earlier, trillions of humans who will come after us. This should be the task of all of us here today. And this, I believe, is the full weight of our responsibilities. So thank you for coming today. And I urge you, never give up, never surrender, no matter the threat, no matter if they start banning us on Twitter for saying the climate bullshit is a lie. We owe our ancestors and all future generations that today we struggle with agapic love for peace and justice for all of humanity. And while we do that, let's end our fear of using the L word. This year on September 8th, coincidentally, the day the Queen had passed away, the 100th birthday of Lyndon LaRouche was celebrated. My friends, I am proposing that this 100th anniversary of Lyndon LaRouche's birth, we need to make this the year of LaRouche. We need to exonerate LaRouche, bring his name back, and bring a solution to this crisis, build a new paradigm, defeat green fascism. Thank you.